Welcome to Pit Bull Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the USF Bulls and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the FIU head coach pregame. He is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him, and he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bulls kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. The give on the inside. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Bulls. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's how the career starts, his first carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Panthers looking to convert on 4th down. The offense changing the play. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Motion from the back. On the move. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And, man, that is exactly what you want. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Runs through a tackle. Could be an alley. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe some room here. He's picked up 49 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down.
There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Panthers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Leaves it with the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They give it to him again. Past the 40. Got a little grass. Touchdown, USF. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Panthers have a lot of options on second and inches. Got a man, it's McNeil. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the RPO, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This defense has only first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space, it's Isaac. Crosses to 45. Give him 88 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Isaac. Here's a little room there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Van Buren. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Stepping to the right. He breaks into the open. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Florida.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Stone. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Buys a little time. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rolling right and going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly complete. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Sooners looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Bulls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll take it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Bulls will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he makes the extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Unloads to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it in. It's McNeil. Maybe a crease. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida International. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They want to run it left here. Breaks the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. Running to Green. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bulls! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. FIU pushing tempo.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go up.
Makes the grab and room to run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just... Too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll try it again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Got it. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off with a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. On target. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Leaping grab for a big gain. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. FIU pushing tempo. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Using his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Gets it away off his back foot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
He's brought down at the 28. Good enough for a first down.
And the Bulls are flying down the field. Run inside. It's Isaac. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Odom. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you're getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Still looking, on the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They bring an extra DB onto the field as they try to stop this 4th quarter score. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those moves.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
Snags it, and he's open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15.
Flag 14! Flag 14! Right on the end!
And tackled there by the defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. They're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ball.